All right, guys, we're back with the GOAT format semifinals or top four at Eclipse Cards and Hobbies in North Richland Hills, Texas. We got Robert Hernandez on the left playing like a chaos control deck versus first time on the channel for Daniel Lasher. I think is an only GOAT only player. This tournament was 5 rounds of Swiss, cut the top four, 29 man. And yeah, half the tournament was people I never met before. That's why the previous rounds actually didn't feature any of the new players because I did ask some of them, but they were a little camera shy, so that's why I didn't feature any of them until top four. So we got Daniel Lasher. I actually think he used to be part of the original Team Out phase. If you guys remember Team Out phase from back in the day. Yeah, he was teammates with Ryan Spicer, Chris Bowling, I think Jason Holloway, and a few others. I know all of them. I never met Daniel because I think I started playing after a lot of these guys stopped, but I know a lot of the people from that original team. So anyways, here Daniel duos Warrior Lady and now he sets or he sends Tribe and Robert takes the Faith. Now Robert was X1 in this tournament while Daniel was undefeated. So we'll see. Now, I guess I'll mention that here in a second. Robert does have one win on the channel in Hat. So here Regeki breaks, discards Saborg to pop his own Faith before he can flip it. Now Daniel sets a monster. I don't even know what deck Daniel's playing. I just know he went undefeated. And here he knocks the Spy. So does Robert play Spy? No, but he's shuffling his deck. Where's the Spies? Where's his Spies at? Are they all in his hand? Maybe they're in his hand. And I just want to mention one thing. This is the last video for this GOAT tournament because in the finals they agreed to split and they didn't play it out, which was unfortunate. But maybe next time we'll get our. As far as the standings, some of you guys who watch all the videos at the end, I always have a list of the most wins on the channel. This is going to count as a draw. I'm not going to give anyone the credit unless you have to play it out, which is unfortunate. So we will not get our inaugural GOAT winner until the next tournament, hopefully. All right, so now Robert flips Dekoichi, sets a back row, and passes. My guess is that Daniel is a much more experienced Go player, while Robert he's a modern Yu-Gi-Oh player. He plays a little bit of Hat, a little bit of Edison, but he's definitely more of a modern. So here he books the Dekoichi, flips Dekoichi. Robert also beat me in this tournament. I actually faced him round one, and he Legacy 2-0 to me. Game 3, he opened like double. He tripled trap dust shooting me. He opened 2 of them and then like drew the third one. I just couldn't fight out of it. He knew all my cards. Hit all the best cards out of my hand. So now Robert flips a second Decoy. Don't you draw 2? Does Robert not know? Is it not mandatory? I actually didn't know this until my friend Adrian mentioned this. Yeah, I thought you just flip for 1, but I think you draw for each one, right? I did not know this. So here he metamorphoses. Draw 1 card, then draw an additional card for each face-up Dekoichi you control. Yeah, I didn't even know it had that effect. I thought it was just this is why Yu-Gi-Oh players we don't read. That's the meme, right? So here he Thousand Eyes, and now Daniel is going to Daniel Lasher. There's another Daniel. I'm gonna start calling him Lasher. That's such a cool nickname, Lasher. Yeah, because there's another guy who plays Edison and his name is Daniel. Then I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but yeah, this is Lasher. So Lasher activates Graceful, discards I forgot that card's name. Yeah, I forgot that card's name. I'm new to GOAT. This was my first GOAT tournament. I went 2-3. But at least I went to game 3 with all my opponents that I lost to. So no one 2-0'd me. But it was fun. It's just I kind of didn't know how to side deck. There was a few issues. So is he still deciding what he's going to discard for Graceful? So he discard Time Seal? What? Isn't that card has been banned forever? See, some of these cards I'm not used to. Like, I know Time Seal's been banned for a long time. So now Robert summons Sangan. He can't attack as a Thousand Eyes. And just passes to Lasher. Okay. Yeah, this is so he's checking the graveyard. Yeah, what is this deck Lasher's playing? I don't even know what to call it. He's playing Spy. I'm guessing his Warrior. Yeah, it looks like his Warrior. Because he discarded that one card. So Lasher sets the third monster. And Robert just passes. Yeah, this is just heavy. Heavies, the Sakuretsu. Oh, Robert's main deck is Sakuretsu, and his set monster was Spirit Reaper. Tribute Spy for Zaborg. Zaborg the Thousand Eyes. Okay, now he can attack. What else does he have? Activates Premature Burial. Bring back. I forgot that card's name. It like destroys a face-up defense position monster. I know someone summoned it on me to get rid of my Spy. That's all I remember. Flip Warrior Lady, Flip Reaper. All right, so Warrior Lady the Sangan is going to banish the Sangan. That card's going to run over the dead Koichi. So Borg's going to run over the other dead Koichi, and then he's going to hit him with a Reaper. Is Spirit Reaper not limited? I guess it's not limited. Yeah, because he took the other one, yeah. It's weird. I'm used to Spirit Reaper always being limited. So he's going to snipe one of Robert's cards. Hits the Chaos Sword. Ooh, that hurts. What else did he have in his hand? So Lasher. Who am I rooting for, though? I would say Lasher. Just because I'm almost certain he's a way more experienced GOAT player. Well, I think this is probably Robert's first GOAT tournament as well. Okay, so he breakers the Premature Burial now. So Borg hits over Breaker and then Reaper, but Robert has the Scapegoat. So he's going to get 4 tokens. Lasher's going to run over one of the tokens. I know. Okay, so one of the cards in Robert's hand is what? Does he have 2 Thunder Dragons in his hand? No. He has 1 Thunder Dragon, sets a monster. And here he's going to flip Trap Dust Shoot, and Lasher's hand is double knock Rhoda. He's going to send back to Saborg. But what can he do with Rhoda? Let's see. What does Lasher have in his deck? Does he play the Mystic Swordsman to out the set monster? Let's see. Oh, he can just knock it. I'm dumb. Knocks the Sinister Serpent. Now he can Rhoda and wipe his board, but it looks like he's holding the Rhoda. Yes, he's got Rhoda and knock. All Robert has is a Thunder Dragon in his hand. Attacks. And another GOAT from Robert. Robert's getting wrecked right now. If he draws a set monster, he's just going to get knocked again. So he needs to draw Metamorphosis. Let's see if he draws it. What did he draw? Okay, he drew Tsukayumi, attacks over Saborg. Bounces back Suk. Now Sangan Reaper hit over both tokens. So Robert's got Suk, Thunder Dragon. So he metamorphoses. What are you going to take the Sangan? In defense mode. Okay. Well, he has Tsukayumi, right? Take the Reaper. How does this work? I don't know. Again, I'm new to Ghost. I'm guessing he takes it and it becomes an equip. Okay. 300 defense. 46, 55. So Lasher sets a monster, passes to Robert. Now Robert has Tsukayumi. So book the Thousand Eyes, flip the Thousand Eyes, take the set monster. Set, bounce back Suk. Pass to Lasher, so we're at 55 to 46. And here comes the Rhoda. Lasher adds, what is that? Exiled Force. Okay. Maybe you hold the Rhoda. Again, I don't know. I don't know Go format. I'm learning as I watch. Maybe you're supposed to hold the Rhoda for Exiled Force. You guys know I'm an Edison player, Tengu, Hat. This is not my format, but I'm learning. Okay, so here he tributes the Exiled Force to get rid of the Thousand Eyes, and he Sakuretsu. Oh, man. It seems bad having to Sakuretsu a Sangan. The good news about watching GOAT is, like, I know most of the cards. It's not like, It's not like me playing modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Where I don't really know most of the cards. Is Donzalug, like, I don't know Donzalug. I kind of know Donzalug's effect, but oh, it is a warrior. Okay, so I'm guessing this is warrior that he's playing. All right, so he heavies the jar. Oof. Oh no, he had to summon Donzalug, attack. So he's gonna get a card out of Robert's hand, which one of them is Thunder Dragon. Sook, right? Do we know all his cards? It's Thunder Dragon and Sook. So he hits the Thunder Dragon, so he's left with Sook, and now Lasher sets one. I mean, Robert's getting wrecked. Snatch. Okay, that was a good one. But he changed Jar to the Donzalug. Hits the knock. Okay, so Robert's left with Tsukiyumi. 41-32. Top deck Snatch. So summon Sook, book the Donzalug. Wow, nice top deck Snatch, Robert. Didn't he top deck Snatch in the last round? Yeah, there was one game one. Robert was cooked. Special Soldier. And that is game. So Lasher with the Soldier into Kaiku, and Lasher takes game one. He has not lost in this tournament so far. We'll see. Or now, looks like Robert's going first. Game two, activates Pot of Greed. Man, this man draws greed like it's his job. Pot Graceful? Pot Graceful from Robert. Let's see, what does he have? Sinister Serpent too? Come on, man. You got the Sinister. I don't think you have Thunder Dragon. So he's going to discard two. Discards Chaos Sorcerer and another card. Sets one. Passes to Lasher. Sets two. Okay, he has another Chaos Sorcerer in his hand. I think he's got... Here comes Trap Dust Shoot from Robert. Lasher's hand is Spy, Reaper, Donzalug, Premature Burial, 2 trap cards, Ring of Destruction. It looks like Sakuretsu Armor. So what will Robert choose? I mean, he's got 2 cards to rip apart his hand. He has Reaper and Donzalug, so it looks like he chose the Donzalug. Yep, chooses the Donzalug. Now what else? So Lasher summons Reaper, attacks, and here Robert's going to Torrential the Reaper. So he's left with what? Sakuretsu, Ring, Spy. Yeah, Sakuretsu, Ring, Spy. He sent back the Donzalug. Here comes Heavy. Oh, the Ring. And then summons Breaker. Attacks him for 19. So, yeah, now he's going to be able to ring the Sakuretsu. And Robert sets 2. So he's probably going to set the Spy. Let's see, does he want to get Breakered? He probably doesn't want to get Breakered, so that's why he's setting none. So here comes Thunder Dragon from Robert. Robert adds 2 Thunder Dragons. How does he deal with Spy? A Nobleman? Do you think it's Spy? Do you bluff the Spy? Okay. Come on, Robert. Robert's thinking, what's he thinking? Yeah, okay, so he hasn't normal summoned. How do you deal with Spy is probably what he's debating. Was Robert, I always say this, you know you're in trouble when your opponent starts doing math. That's like my number one. That's one of my lines, but I think the main one is, you know you're in trouble when you have to set DD Crow. But this is another one. You know you're in trouble when your opponent starts doing math. So he attacks into the Spy. He gets another Spy. He could drop Chaos Sork, but do you want to? Is it worth it to drop the Chaos Sork here? I'm gonna guess not. Like, what do you get out of Chaos Sorking a spy. I think you're better off just waiting and letting Rob. Yeah, that was this. I think this is right. Let Daniel deal with your breaker, and then you drop the Sork. All right, so here he summons Blade Knight. Sets 2, attacks into breaker. See, Robert has to read this card. I have to read this card too. It like gains if you have one card, right? Something like that. So he Regeki breaks the Blade Knight. Gains 400 attack while you have one or less card in your hand. If you control no other monsters, the effects of flip monsters destroyed by battle with this card are negated. So he breakers the Preemie. So we know the last card is what? Sakuretsu. Or Sakuratsu. I don't know how to pronounce these cards. Okay, so here comes the Chaos Sork in defense mode. Banishes one of the spies. He's got Mind Control in his hand. The other Thunder Dragon. So here he Mind Controls the Sork. Or Lasher Mind Controls Robert's Sork. Banishes the Sork. Passes to Robert. I mean, this is looking good for Robert. Robert's up a lot of cards. Well, Lasher's only got, what, a spy, one back row, one card in hand. But he can't out the spy right now. We know he has Mind Control, so now he summons Jowgen. Okay, I know Jowgen. I know it from Spellbook days. I remember it from Spellbook of Judgment. That's what I think of. When I see Jowgen, I remember them special summoning Jowgen after they searched 8 cards with Spellbook of Judgment. Okay, so, all the spellcasters. So he tribes all 3 spellcasters. And here comes Sakuretsu. We know that one was there. So 61, 79. So Lasher has no cards. Well, he's got 2 cards. So Robert's like, what, 5? I think they're going to go to game 3. I think. Robert's got double Solemn in his hand. Sets probably a Solemn. Pot. And Robert Solemns. So, I'm going to go over this in a second. All right, here comes DD Warrior Lady from Robert. Hits Lasher for 15, so we're at 46. That's another Solemn. You guys think it was correct to Solemn that Pot of Greed? So here comes Snatch from Lasher. Takes the Warrior Lady. Attacks Robert for 15, so we're at 2450 to 45. Now, I think he could have Solemn. What happens if you snatch a snatch? There's 2 snatches. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I guess we'll find out right now because I don't. Do you just keep taking it? I don't know. Does Robert keep it? Oh, I guess Robert keeps it. So here he's gonna break her probably the snatch. Yeah, break her the snatch. And now he gets the Warrior Lady back. Attacks with both. Gets Mirror Forced. And passes to Robert. We're at 3450 to 41. Man, Robert draws that snatch deal. So here comes Kaiku. Does Robert have no response from Robert? Okay, goats. So I think his cards are Goat and Solemn. So he's going to lose one of the goats. Now let's see. Yeah, Robert is still up. How many cards Lasher has? 2, 3, 4. Here comes Metamorphosis. Gets rid of one of the tokens. 4,000 Eyes. And he has a Solemn, so you don't care what his back row is. So take the Kaiku. Hit him for 18. Leaving Lasher at 23. So somebody I didn't know this, but apparently Wind Control is at 3 in GOAT, but there's not many people play it. All right, so he Solemns the Exiled Force and passes to Lasher. So Lasher is at 23, and then now the 1,000 Eyes gets Mirror Forced. Again, Robert is still up a ton of cards. 725 to 23. Let's see if Lasher can... What can Lasher do now? 1725 to 23. Lasher activates Rhoda. Is there a Piercer? I don't know. Rhoda's for... This guy's not a Piercer. I know what this one does. It like destroys a face-up defense monster. See, Robert, this is how you know Robert's new to go. He has to read all the cards. Trust me. Someone summoned that thing on me. I had to read it too. Like I know the Chaos Turbo decks. I know all those cards, but this Warrior deck I'm not too familiar with. Oh, Soldier. Knocks the set monster, summons, and that should be game. Yeah, attack the token, and then hit him directly with BLS. So Lasher remains undefeated in this tournament. So congrats to Lasher. Now, again, him and his opponent, they agreed to split, so we are not going to get to see the finals. Maybe we'll see Lasher down the road. Who knows? Because we're starting. Epic also is now going to start hosting GOATs. So I think we're going to continuously have GOAT. We'll see what happens with Tengu format. Tengu format will probably be next month. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that match. And check out the link in the description. I have a coupon code for 5% off Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles and product at Epic Cards and Games. The code is my first and last name, Oscar Zelaya, One World Cats. Remember, this is the final GOAT video of this tournament. We didn't get a winner. They split in the finals, didn't play it out. So, yeah, it was a draw. Lasher and Alfred Estrada agreed to, so they both have a draw on the channel. Yeah, let's see you guys next time.